Hey guys, this is Roni K95 here, and it's time to cover another 70s anime, and this time it's basically based on the stories, like classic old stories. For today's anime review is Nobody's Boy Remi. Nobody's Boy Remi premiered as an anime series on October 2nd, 1977, which is before Lupin the Third Red Jacket series premiered on October 3rd, 1977, which is after the premiere of the first episode of Nobody's Boy Remi. This anime series has become a contemporary 70s anime, right next to other classic ones like Candy Candy and Heidi Girl of the Alps. But anyway, this is based on the story Sans Famille, translated it from the French as Nobody His Boy, which is basically a homeless child, or a child who without a family as well, because that's how the story tends to go as well. And before we get to the review on this story, because this, well, how it brings you the sadness and the tragedy of how this goes particularly. So let's review the story. So the story and the plot of Nobody's Boy Remi starts off with a boy named Remi who lives with his mother in a French village, Chevanon, which he returns wounded and hard-hearted as well. Something felt deeper within him. Remi discovers that he is actually a foundling barber and sells Remi to a traveling artist named Vitalis and his animal troupe heart, which is La Claire, which is the monkey one, and Cappy, which is the dog, and Dolce and Zerbino, which are the three dogs in Nobody's Boy Remi. Dolce is the poodle in Nobody's Boy Remi, of how this goes, particularly, of how you expect or the sadness goes. Well, Vitalis is with Remi by his side. When heartbroken Remi leaves his home in the French countryside to his home to face the hardships of a traveling artist's life. When Vitalis Remi finds the father which he has lacks on his way, Remi meets a kind rich woman and her sick son, who are actually his real mother and brother, though life with them is nice. So Remi was not even knowing if the truth chooses to leave with Vitalis. And when the tragedy strikes one after another to leave Remi alone after Vitalis has died, when, he was basically, which is almost in a sad way, which is, when he was cold in the winter, when they were trying to find shelter in this particular parts of how the story goes in Nobody's Boy Remi, of how, Remi, who is still a traveling artist, basically, and ever since when Remi and Vitalis were in the cabin in the winter, when Dolce and Zerbino wanted to fight off those wolves in this particular story, they thought they were killed by wolves, especially, but Dolce and Zerbino went missing. But Remi doesn't know if Zerbino and Dolce are still alive, of how the sadness and the melancholy tragedy goes. Because, I understand that this is a anime based on the story by Hector Mallet as well. Because, that's how the sadness and the tragedy goes for this particular classic anime as well, because you know what I mean. Because which is take note on that, because I have seen sadness and tragedy when I was watching the anime as well, because you know what I mean. When how things just go, which is very sadness of how one way or the other. When after Vitalis died, Remi is all alone with the faithful dog Cappy, between staying with a family of gardeners. When he gets attached to the youngest mute daughter, Lise, and the traveling with his best friend named Mattia, earning his living by playing with the harp. Just how he has made a new friend named Mattia as well. That's the good kind of friendship of what you see in Nobody's Boy Remi, of how the friendship goes ever since Vitalis' death. Very sad though. Yeah. I understand that as well. Remi searches for a place in life until he discovers that his real parents may be still alive, and he undertakes a perilous journey to London in search of his family, because that's how the story goes. I mean, that's how you want to learn the plot about the anime, like Nobody's Boy Remi, because I know the animation, it was done by the company Madhouse, and which is known for many works in anime, which I'm too many to name as well, because you know what I mean as well. And not only that, it was animated by TMS Entertainment, which is known for their work on Treasure Island, Space Adventure Cobra, The Rose of Versailles, many of the anime works as well. And not only that, TMS Entertainment is known for famously known for their work, such as the Lupin the Third series, which ironically, Lupin the Third is more popular. But for Nobody's Boy Remi, on the other hand, however, this anime series of like how Nobody's Boy Remi, however, it's a tragedy, especially for Vitalis died, which is kind of sad though. You know, like you would have almost cried as particularly. I mean, that's how the sadness of how you deal with particularly in the whole melancholy way in those days as well. I mean, the anime Nobody's Boy Remi has lasted about 51 episodes from October 2nd, 1977 until the 1st of October 1978. Around the same hour as Lupin the Third Red Jacket series as well. Just because the anime was based on the story by Hector Mallet, this became a pinnacle of 70s anime when it was popular in the Philippines alongside with other contemporary anime, such as Candy Candy and Heidi Girl of the Alps. But that's just how things are. And this was also broadcasted on RCTI in Indonesia in the 90s as well. But this was also popular among other countries for an anime like Nobody's Boy Remi. This goes to Canada, Latin America, Italy, the Netherlands, and most likely anywhere around the world as in general. And also, not only that, there's also the 1980 anime movie, which is edited from the 51 episodes of the Nobody's Boy Remi TV series, which I think this was released in 1980, which is like a theatrical movie version of the TV series, of how they edited episodes as a condensed movie cut version of the Nobody's Boy Remi TV series as well, because yeah, this is like your typical anime story, which is before World Masterpiece Theater type anime, as how you would have go by as well. Yeah, because the story was great, though. I mean, the music was good, very melancholy-like feel of this. I mean, the opening theme song to Nobody's Boy Remi it brings you like a little tear in your heart of how you enjoyed watching that anime during your childhood, if you ever seen it on Spanish network televisions in Latin America as well, particularly for this classic anime like Nobody's Boy Remi, because I was overwhelmed by the story of Nobody's Boy Remi, because it has like the sadness, tragedy, melancholy, and anything else, because it's adapted from the story by Hector Mallet. And yes, this anime was directed by Osamu Dezaki, who is known for his work such as Golgo 13, The Professional, The Roads of Versailles, and Space Adventure Cobra as well. But for Nobody's Boy Remi, however, I mean, the characters, they're memorable of them, because this anime, like Nobody's Boy Remi, has its moments as well, because there's some sadness and melancholy things going on in this particular classic as well. And on top of this, I still stand by of how this anime is, because I did heard good things about Nobody's Boy Remi when I rewatched this anime. So if you're in for to watch an anime that is melancholy, give this a watch as well, because I highly recommend you if you have never seen Nobody's Boy Remi. And not only that, there is also another anime called Remi Nobody's Girl, which is the opposition. Instead of the boy, which is the girl. But we'll get to that in some other time as well. But Nobody's Boy Remi, on the other hand, I'm going to give this score for the enjoyment, however, because it's very appreciated of how you like about this anime as well. And on top of that, I really seem to come by on some anime that anybody remembered from their childhood as well. And the score I'm going to give Nobody's Boy Remi anime, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Just a 10 out of 10 because of how I enjoyed this anime, because this is a classic. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Nobody's Boy Remi for today. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Nobody's Boy Remi on DVD that I borrowed from the library, which is in Spanish. I think I watched this anime once and twice, because I did find the enjoyment and the melancholy and the sadness of how you would expect as well, because despite how Vitalis died, but that's just how the story goes as well. Hope subscribe for content, my anime planet link in the description down below. You share this video on your Twitter, Facebook. If you have Twitter, Facebook account, all social media, smack the like button if you enjoy this video. Feel free to leave in the comments section below in this video if you like as well about this anime. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to check out my channel if you're a newcomer. Smack the notifications bell button, and keep it otaku for this anime review, because I have to do this. This is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and stay tuned for my next anime review on Season 2 of Beastars. Until next time.